Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So as you can tell from the title of my video, I am relaunching my blog. So some of you will know, if you've been here from, I don't know, 2 years ago, if you've been here for a while, you know that I had a blog called IamInAplace.com, which is where my channel name comes from as well. And I had the blog about, I'd say, a year before I started my YouTube channel, and it was kind of anonymous. I wanted it to shine without having someone behind it, and I wanted it to be a testament to my creativity as opposed to people liking it because it's me. So I kind of kept it anonymous, and it did really well, and I thought, hey, let me start a YouTube channel and show my face. And that's what that's how I transferred from the blog to the YouTube channel. My point was for it to be very travel heavy, which is why it's I'm in a place, in different places. And then I started to want to put other content, such as like fashion kind of blog posts, or London places to go, things like that. And I just felt like it wasn't really going with the theme that I had, which was all travel. So I thought about it for at least a year, and I was like, oh, should I change it? Should I change the name? Should I change what it's about? And it was quite long-winded and cumbersome. But in the end, I decided to change the host that I was working with and everything, and I just went for a self-hosted website, and I did it all by myself. I've watched so many YouTube videos, I've read so many blog posts on how to transfer a website, and I did almost everything, including transferring the domains, the website links, all the history links, literally everything, the comments, the subscribers, everything was transferred bar the photos. Now, the photos were like the most important part because the blog posts are just words otherwise. So I literally had to spend the past, I would say, 2 months transferring all my photos back individually. And imagine, I had 90 posts and I spent, oh my god guys. Coming from a very scientific background, I don't get the chance to be creative very much. You have set protocols, set methodology, and everything is kind of dictated by your funding and by the research papers and by publishing and this and that and by the community, and there isn't much scope for just being creative. And so this channel and my blog is my opportunity to be creative, because I am an extremely creative person. I'm very artistic. I love drawing, I love calligraphy, I love doing I can do henna really well, and I'm just such a creative person, but I just don't have an outlet for that. And for me, my YouTube channel and my blog is that outlet. So I really hope that you enjoy it. One comment that I was getting quite a bit from people when I had IamInAplace.com was the theme. The theme that I had going on was not very user-friendly. You just had to keep on scrolling down. And if you were looking for, I don't know, tips on going to, I don't know, Ethiopia, for example, you had to scroll down to where it was. There was no way to like choose Africa and to go to it in a sequential manner. I chose a theme where you could select like Africa or Asia or Europe and go via those sub contents, and then delve into whatever city or country it is that you're interested in. So that's what I've done with that. And I've also got a London tab, so everything to do with London. The first thing that I have is London day trips. I've got a tab where I've shown you places that you can go that I've been to while staying in the UK. So you can go there for a weekend, for a few days, or just for one day if it's somewhere like Brighton or Cambridge, for example. Then you have London food, so places to go and eat in London. Lastly, I have London what and where. This is things that you can do, so places to go in London, events to go to, shows to see, things that are coming up, things that I think are interesting that I might have attended or that I have my eye on and I want to attend. Just, you know, if you're a bit stuck for where to go, or you want to go somewhere that's free, or you want to check something out, then I've got a whole range of things that you can do in London, and I will be updating those as and when I find things for you guys. This whole London section I am so excited for, because there was just no scope for it on my I'm in a Place website, and now I've got a whole section for London, and like that's just my baby for now. And you move on to travel, so I've sectioned it out into Africa, Asia, Europe, North, South America, and what's the last one I missed out? Australia. So kind of continents, I guess. Loads of tips for everywhere that I've been, things to do for free, things like highlights, things not to miss. And lastly, I have 2 new additions to my site, which is the weekly, and it's going to be a kind of weekly roundup of news, but not mainstream news, not politics or anything like that, but more science, tech, like random weird and wonderful news that you don't necessarily hear or read about, but I think are absolutely fascinating. I also have a style section now. I would love it if you guys let me know what exactly you want to see in this section. I'm kind of torn between doing like kind of lookbooks or doing a bit of a what to wear for graduation, what to wear for like different events. So do let me know what you guys want to see, and I will try my best to accommodate for that. But at the moment it's definitely going to be something to do with modest style slash fashion. Please do subscribe. There is, if you scroll down to the bottom, you can see the books that I'm reading or have read and I'm loving. You can also go to my Instagram, which I highly recommend you go and follow me on. So you've got my Instagram there where I'm obviously more active, and I'll let you know when I posted a blog post. And my Twitter's there as well, which is more academic and more newsworthy kind of topics. I would love it if you guys let me know how you found it, and if it's made a difference. And if you guys have, if any of you were following me when I had imanaplace.com, then please let me know what you think. Like, is it, I've totally changed it up. Like, if you guys remember what it looked like before, it is absolutely the polar opposite of what it looked like before. So if you do recognize the before and see how much I've changed it, and know that I have no tech background at all, then please be proud of me, and please give me a thumbs up for that, because I had to literally teach myself a whole qualification of website designing. So I also wanted to talk a little bit about Santorini, my honeymoon in Santorini, because I didn't vlog it, I barely recorded any video, and I kind of regret it now actually. I was a bit like, I'm not gonna record anything, and then I didn't, and now I'm like, oh, I wish I did. I have got a few clips that I wanted to show you and talk you through my experience in Santorini, and for those that are interested, because so many people ask me all the time where I stayed, what things I recommend. And Santorini, especially Oya, or Ia, I don't know how you pronounce it, is one of the most popular holiday locations for people in Europe and all over the world, especially couples. I went there for my honeymoon after my nikah, and it's been my dream location for about 2 or 3 years since I found out about it. And it was actually my background picture on my laptop for about 1.5 years. Every time I'd write my thesis, when I'd close the document, I would see Santorini, and I told myself, you are going to go there when you finish your PhD. And it just happened that I got married when I finished my PhD. My husband asked me, where do you want to go after the nikah? And I said, Santorini. There was absolutely no hesitation. I just was like, yeah, has to be Santorini. If you want more information about what I did, where I stayed and everything like that, then it is in my blog post that I will link down below. It's a hotel, but it's not really a hotel. It's actually a villa. There are 2 villas next to each other, and they're both the dream. It was on the, you know, the main strip that you see in all the pictures, the white houses, the cave houses, and then you enter and you go down these steps, and then you just kind of, you're just faced with this hot tub, which is private, by the way, which is what made it so amazing, because obviously as a hijabi, like, you need somewhere private to not wear the hijab in. And then there's like this hot tub, and then you keep on going, and you enter the villa, and then you walk in, and the first thing you see is kind of the kitchen area, and then you keep on walking, and then you enter like a dining area and a living area with a sofa, and then you keep on going, and then you enter this huge kind of cave, and there are no windows. It's very low lit because there are no windows, but that's what made it even more kind of idyllic. And then you keep on going, and then you have this kind of cave bedroom, which is huge, by the way, and it had a massive I think was it like a queen size bed or a king size bed. It was huge. And then you had this bathtub that was also massive in the middle of the bedroom as well. And then you had a shower room and etc. Here is the most picturesque of all the locations in Santorini. You can stay anywhere in Santorini, and it's quite quick to get a bus to come into Ia. I think it only costs about €2, and it doesn't take very long, and buses are every half an hour. Very, very regular, very reliable. During the day, there are hordes of tourists. It kind of gets a bit overcrowded, especially as the streets are quite narrow. The nice thing about staying in Ia is the last buses are, I think the last bus was about 8 or 9 p.m. So after 9 p.m, Ia is totally empty, which is quite nice, because what we did was during the day we'd go to different places, and we'd come back, and then we'd leave the house and walk around Ia around 8 or 9 p.m, and it was just completely empty, and that made it quite nice, because otherwise during the day it's really busy, and it's actually quite horrible, I would say, during the day. The streets are really narrow and you're like behind a queue of people and you just want to enjoy your holiday. So it's a bit horrible during the day, I'm not going to lie. But in the morning, if you wake up at sunrise, it's also empty because the tourists, I think the first bus is at 8 AM. I think it's 8 to 8. So we had the whole morning to ourselves in Iya, and we woke up at sunrise and watched the sunrise every day. Leave a link down below to the villa as well. I think it was the best location, like I highly recommend it. I didn't even try to find halal food. I didn't even attempt it because it's Greece and it's Santorini, it's such a tiny island. I didn't expect to find any halal food. The main foods of the diet is seafood and fish. So it was really easy because we both like love seafood and fish. So just go to any restaurant and order anything really. In terms of food, there were no issues at all. We had the most amazing salads. We had octopus, I think on one, was it octopus? Or was it crab? I think we had a crab soup on one day. Oh my gosh, we had such beautiful food. In terms of what to do, my main highlights I have in my blog, so I will link you to that down below. But in terms of what to do, my main highlights were the bookshop, Atlantis bookshop. It was such a quaint little bookshop, but not little at the same time, packed with old books from all different languages. Second one of my highlights is Amudi Bay, which is a port, and you kind of have to go down about 300 steps, I would say. They're quiet, there weren't many people down there. Either walk down their steps, which is like totally doable, 300 steps is nothing, or you can take a donkey. Was it a mule or was it a donkey? Who knows, they're related anyway. So you can take one of those, and I believe it costs €5 to ride one of them. Very charming and quiet port, and they had octopus drying, and they had like 4 restaurants that were all pretty much seafood restaurants. And then my third highlight, I would say, were watching the sunrises and the sunsets. Now Santorini is very well known for the sunset. We were a bit unlucky, I don't know why, but the sunsets were not very spectacular when we were there. Barely bit of colour, like you can get better ones in London. The sunrises, oh my gosh, the sunrises were awesome. A few lights that were switched on and a few other people were up as well in their villas, but otherwise it was just quiet and peaceful and idyllic, and it was just the sunrises have to be, for me, that was my highlight, the sunrises for sure. I would highly recommend Santorini for anyone that was looking for a location to go to for a holiday, for a honeymoon, like anything really. Like, it's such a beautiful location, it's very romantic, loads of couples around, but it's also somewhere you can go with your girlfriends and you know, do some activities and have fun and relax. So after you've checked out my blog, please come back and leave me a comment, because I would love to hear your thoughts. Please let me know so I can give myself a round of applause, because I think that I deserve it after all the hard work. So excited to finally launch my blog, and it's been a long time coming. I've been sitting on this and working on it for so long, and I'm so happy that I'm finally able to share it with you guys and let you know what the new name is. So remember, it's AminaYonis.com. I am also graduating next week. Woohoo! If you want to see my graduation and how it's going next week, then don't forget to follow me on my social media, and then I will also have a vlog up later in the week. Thank you to everyone for the support. It means a lot to get all the emails I get and get all the comments I get. I get emails every single day, and I'm sorry if I don't reply straight away, but I don't want to send a half-hearted reply, so sometimes I take a look and then I leave it and I reply back later on. So apologies if you don't get a response straight away, but I do see it, and I promise that I really appreciate it, and it means the world to me to hear your thoughts and to get your questions and for me to help you out with things. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!